Hey, beautiful souls. I'm Brooke. I am an intuitive Reiki master. I'm also a channel for the divine. Is that better? Sun's hit me right here. How's everybody doing? Oh my gosh, it's finally beautiful out. The trees are budding, they're coming to life. I'm so excited. Yay, spring is here. They're out on their boats. Oh, I can't wait to be on the water. So much fun. This is my spot for sure. Anyway, welcome back. So, I just finished talking about my thoughts about Will Smith, and if you haven't seen that yet, you'll have to go check it out. And was sitting here and was like, well, it is a beautiful day, and I do have quite a bit to say. Why not just go at it again, right? So, there's been a lot coming to the surface with me. There's been a lot of discoveries. There's been more digging into my astrology. 122, 123, things are moving forward in divine order. And the more I discover, the more I'm kind of blown away. Okay. I've made a couple of posts on Instagram, but I've not really spoke about some of the things that I've been putting together. 144 on my clock. So, a couple of weeks ago, I pieced together the date that David has on his intro video and figured out the date, the time, all that good stuff. And what was interesting was it was the exact moment in time that my 222 on my clock Beehive cluster was activated within my north node in the 12th house. Which was kind of freaking cool, right? And then going back to Don't Trip and all the bees showing up and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, so obviously, that's just more confirmation of things that I had already been following intuitively. More confirmation to just trust myself, right? Because, I guess right after the trip, I spoke about purchasing the Queen Bee plaque on 3/18. And then the Virgo full moon was 3/18. Okay. So, just a lot of things have really been coming together, mind-blowing experiences. Like, it's taken me a lot to kind of process everything, 344, and then sit down and openly talk about it. Like, whew, that's been the hard part, is really just opening up and speaking about it, right? So, not long after that, I was watching Full Disclosure, and David mentions a date. And he said, there's going to be drastic changes on 7/28. And I said, 7/28. On March 7th, I had taken a screenshot of one of his videos that he had posted, and there were 728 likes on it. And I said, there's something significant about this day. And the next day after that, I am in the bathroom putting all this together, going back, looking to see, when did I take that screenshot? When did I, say that that date was going to be important, and it was the 7th of March. And immediately after that, I hear, can't make this up, the Lady of the Lake. And I'm like, Lady of the Lake? What? And I come out of the bathroom, and my friend Amanda, she's watching something, and they're talking about the Knights table, and they're showing pictures of it, and I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Okay. All right, talk about being in Hypergate. Why did we get the same date? Pretty cool that we did. Okay. So I'm like, what in the world? Like, talk about total, I hate to say it, but total mind fucks. Like, what does all of this even mean? And why am I seeing all of this, right? Why did he have that up? Why? I have so many questions. Either way. But it's kind of crazy that that happened. And, you know, I can see how it can make people a little crazy. I could see it. Like all the synchronicities that I've had, all the synchronicities, like, you know, names, birth dates, like these are not common synchronicities, and it's like they don't stop. And why? You know what I mean? I wanted to work with him. So I'm like, okay, I'm having all these synchronicities because I want to work there. You know, I already mentioned I remove love. Um, you know, I just saw 728. I remove love. So follow the synchronicities. Let this be my work, right? And why would the synchronicities be so intense? And why would I need to be there? Okay. Because that's kind of been my question. Why? Why are all of them happening? What does it mean? I am of sound mind, you know? Like, and my guides immediately took me to an intuitive report that was during Hypergate. Might have been week 6. So would have been late August. Okay. And he was talking about, I don't know why my guides are showing me this, but it's like living under the sun. I knew why he was saying it because of what I had been through with my own mother. Literally, her wanting to be the only one at the top. And I will do whatever I got to do to make sure I'm always on top. 9/11. Was that why I had all the synchronicities? Because it would be easy for me to see, you know, David. Was I, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know. And, you know, I know who he is and what he's supposed to be doing. 10:01. And that's the hard part, is knowing and being able to see both sides of the coin. Okay, being able to see him go in the direction that he's meant to with the divine, right? Or see him go in the opposite direction. What does all of this mean? So, my guides have been taking me back to key points, helping me to understand what was really going on, helping me to see what was really going on. And they keep taking me back to week 1, which I recorded. It's on my YouTube. My reading for that day mirrored the entire class. The entire class. He was talking about the Venus retrograde, 11/11. Talking about the Venus retrograde, going back to 1996. And looking around, going, what the fuck have we done with relationships over the last 20 years? And I'm sitting in my bedroom with presents and flowers from Trip, because he's the third David, so they called him Trip. And my reading is mirroring everything that he did in class. What does this mean? So they keep taking me back to key things, right? They keep taking me back to certain things that happen. To help me understand more of the big picture, to help me see more of the big picture. I truly believe in what he's built. Truly believe that. And it's really hard to sit back and watch everything, because I can see both futures. We always have a choice to learn the lesson quickly and move on, right? What's being highlighted for me? What's being shown to me? What's coming to the surface? There's still a lot I don't want to talk about because it makes me feel a little crazy to even say it out loud. Like, how can this be happening as much as it is? And it not carry weight or meaning? But what is that? You know what I mean? Like, what is that meaning? What is it that I'm not seeing? What is it that I'm not taking in? Is this normal? Like, I don't know. After week 1, 1441, after week 1, the mirroring got more intense. He channeled me a lot. Which is enough to make anybody go, he's talking. Is he in my head? Like, is he in my head? It's kind of weird. You know, it's finally starting to happen to other people, and they're like, holy smokes, I feel like he's talking right to me. I'm like, I know, right? So, you know, for whatever reason, you know, our paths were meant to cross. For whatever reason, I had to deliver messages. And if I'm not meant to work there, was that it? Was that my job? 1555 to deliver messages? Or is there something else that I'm not seeing? I don't know. Honestly, you know, I don't know the dude. And, you know, I've said this before. Like, I don't know if I could work beside him and not be triggered. You know, you got to think. He shares the same birthday as my mother. Like, that alone, energetically, is a trigger. It's a trigger. You know, some Leos have a lot of common traits. Not saying that he's bad or he's good or whatever. It's just a fact, you know? It's easy for me to see when a Leo is fully living from their heart. It's easy for me to see when the Leo is not. Because I have lived under the sun, you know? I am truly grateful for the journey. I'm truly grateful for it all leading me back to me. Because in the end, I've learned some pretty magical stuff about myself. I've done some pretty amazing things. Um, I've had some victories, I've had some failures, you know. That's part of the ascension process. Um, I'm learning to accept my intuition even more. The more I dive into astrology, it's definitely made um, honoring me a little easier, knowing where I come from. Um, it's truly magical. Truly magical. I have no idea what's coming next, and I feel big things coming. I feel major changes coming. I have no idea what's going to happen. I do know if David and I both got that date, 7/28, something significant's going to happen that day. Um, Something very significant is going to happen that day, for sure. Um, I did share that with Brian, and I told Brian, I said, I could see why people go crazy. I went back to go check it again, and I had another number synced, 2322. I was like, what's up with all the numbers? You know, as if the birthdays weren't enough. You know, him doing his dad's celebration of life on the day that I lost my grandmother, exactly 11 years ago. Jupiter. You know, I've already lived this transit with my mother. Maybe that's the purpose. My phone just went off. Beep. I don't know. Who knows at this point, you know? We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, I do hope for him he finds his heart, finds his peace. You know, whatever that may be. He's got to find that missing piece of his heart. And he'll be fine. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, thank you for letting me share part of my journey. I have just recently started Molly's solar return class, and I'm so excited. I had a lot of discoveries with that too. Loving where the energy is going to be focused. Kind of already intuitively felt that. So more confirmation. Oh, I'm trying to savor it, take it all in a little bit at a time, and really like embody what she's teaching me. Try not to rush through it. Because when I get into something, it's like, and I feel like I miss so much of it because I'm not allowing the information to really integrate, take my time with it, you know. So super excited about that. Can't wait to finish that and really diving more into Pluto. Felt it was time to really embrace whatever lessons Pluto's trying to teach me at this moment. It's left my 6th house. It's now in my 7th. So let's see. Right. 2222. I love you guys. We'll chat soon. Bye.